If you're looking for one thing that is going to change or transform your physique, it doesn't exist. So why do people, probably you included, think that there's some sort of secret or some sort of method that will get you faster results and faster progress? It's probably because you feel that you are stuck. And you feel that you're stuck, so you assume that you're missing something that everybody else is using to make faster progress than you are. And the fitness industry completely reinforces this. They try to sell like secret sources, secret hacks, new gym hacks, new like techniques to working out. You know, you've obviously seen all of the science-based lifting stuff, and not to say that that is not like completely useless, but honestly, quite a lot of it is just adding more confusion and adding more sort of things for you to like think about and like the secret stuff that will get you to where you want to. But it's most of it is not what you actually need right now. And the bad thing is that you are believing that it is. So you're adding all these like things to your workouts, you're changing workouts, you're hopping splits because you're thinking, oh, they're the secret sauce or they're the secret sauce, when they're completely different like workout routines. So each workout routine will get you to the result after a long enough period of time. But if you keep going from this to this to this to this, like all these people online telling you, you're not going to make as much progress because you're jumping between the programs and your progress is just resetting and you're probably losing consistency. And after all, consistency is probably the number one thing that is important for building muscle and getting to your dream physique. The truth is that believing that there's some sort of secret that you're not aware of is easier than just accepting the fact that you are inconsistent and you aren't actually taking the correct action. When you're searching for these secrets, searching for like the new thing, and you're like looking at all these videos, you might not be doing it consciously, but you might just be doing it. And hopefully I'm enlightening you that you are doing it, right? But if you're doing this, it's usually just for a reason to find like an excuse that you're not doing the basics correctly, or you're not doing the actual important things, which are usually pretty simple, that will get you to building muscle and moving you closer towards where you want to be. If somebody is selling you a secret to building your muscle, it is honestly most likely fake. And it's not because they're evil and they're trying to like scam you, but it's because there isn't one thing that will make you build more muscle. I mean, apart from steroids, but I'm not talking about steroids here, I'm talking about natural building muscle. But the reality is that everybody who actually makes progress and gets to where they want to be is doing the correct fundamentals, or the fundamentals correctly, over a long enough period of time. So they are progressively overloading as they build muscle, because once you build muscle and your muscle fibers get bigger, then you're going to be needing to use more weight. Lots of people just stay stuck at the same weight and they're not actually progressing towards higher weights. And if you're stuck at the same weight, you're unlikely to have intensity, which is one of the main factors in or towards muscle growth. And the people who are making progress are also eating correctly. So if you're skinny, or mainly you have to be eating a calorie surplus if you want to be building muscle effectively. So in a calorie surplus, getting enough protein, which is extremely important, because if you don't have enough protein, you're going to be basically your body is not going to have enough resources to actually build the muscle, because that's what muscle is made out of. They're probably sleeping very well, or it doesn't even need to be perfect all the time, but they're probably getting enough sleep. They're not like having awful sleep where they're scrolling on like TikTok and Instagram until like 2 a.m. every night, but I know some of you watching the video are doing, so try to cut that out. And the most important thing that all these people are doing to make enough progress is being consistent, as I mentioned earlier, because if you just do it one time, then you're not going to be able to actually make progress, because the progress comes from you doing the action repeatedly. So like, if you have a good workout and you think, yeah, I just had a really good workout, and then the next day you think, oh yeah, I did a really good workout yesterday, but I have another workout planned today, so I'm just going to like not train as hard and put as much effort in. Obviously you're not going to make as much progress. So the difference is not really ever the method. Like, you can make progress on any training plan really. Obviously there are better ones than others, but it's usually the person behind it, the person trying to execute on the plan and trying to make the progress, is usually the problem, because they're not being consistent and they're not doing it enough. The same information is available to absolutely everybody online, okay? And you can build a really decent physique with just the free information available online. I do agree that lots of the information online is very confusing, because there's loads of conflicting views, But if you find the critical information, the most important stuff that you need to actually make the progress, which I'll basically just tell you now, you just need enough frequency per week, so you need to be training each muscle at least 2 times per week, having the correct amount of volume, which is not too high, not too low, and training very intensely, so close to failure. That's all you really need for the training, okay? So I've given you that now, so if your training plan isn't configured correctly towards those 3 factors, then you're probably doing something wrong. But the difference to like people who make the progress and the people who don't make the progress, like people who are skinny, people who are muscular, from the information that's available online, like all the stuff that you are watching, all the videos you're seeing, or maybe even like the studies you're looking at, the difference is some people train when they feel like it, some people don't. Some people eat enough when they feel like it, and some people don't. And some people stay consistent for months upon months, or years upon years even, or even decades, honestly. And some people just go off and on, off and on, off and on. They don't take it really that seriously, even though they really want the progress. Most people don't actually make the progress because they constantly restart. They constantly change programs all the time, and they constantly chase the new secret sauce, or the new hack, or the new thing that they think is limiting them, when in reality it's actually just themselves not executing on their programs and being consistent. Muscle isn't built by finding the correct plan. Like once you find like the most optimal plan, you're not just gonna automatically build like a bunch of muscle. Muscle comes from actually executing on that plan and working out consistently for a very long time. And it doesn't need to be the perfect plan, it just needs to be a good enough plan, or like a decent plan. Like, that's all you need. You could be using like upper lower, push-pull legs, full body, even like a brain split. You will still be building muscle, obviously not as much as you could be if you're using a better program that has at least 2 times frequency per week per muscle. My main point is that you need to be sticking to the plan for a good enough time to actually grow. So what actually matters, I've already talked about this earlier, but you need to train with the correct training program with the frequency, volume and intensity. You need to eat enough, so in calorie surplus, as I said before. Track your progress so you can actually see, like, are you increasing, are you improving? Obviously it's not going to be really fast, but if you are improving slowly, it's probably pretty good. If you're staying the same or even getting worse, then that's probably not very good, and you probably need to be sticking to your programs more efficiently. And you need to be sleeping properly, as I mentioned before as well, so don't be scrolling on TikTok until 2 AM, and just try to have a decently consistent sleep schedule where you're getting at least around 8 hours per night is a good target to aim for. It's okay if you get a bit less, it's obviously good if you get more, but try to aim for 8 hours as a target. Finally, the actual main thing that matters is repeating the actions over time, because if you just do it for a week, nothing's going to change. But if you keep doing it over and over and over again, that is when you actually build the muscle and make the progress and get towards your dream physique. So it's not really that complicated. There is no secret sauce, as I keep saying this entire video. That's the whole point of the video. But what is hard is actually sticking to it. So there's no hidden trick, no special exercise which is like got an optimal stretch or an optimal position to target the muscle, and there's no like secret supplement, unless of course we're talking about steroids, but that's out of the equation for most of you. So if you're not growing, it's probably highly likely that it's not because you don't know enough, it's because you're inconsistent. Most people already know what to do, but they don't do it long enough to actually see the results. Someone who builds muscle is somebody who repeats the basics without stopping. So my final message to you is just to stop looking for shortcuts and start executing on the basics consistently for a long enough period of time, and you will start seeing immaculate results if you actually just stay consistent, because once you actually stay consistent, you're going to be making better results. And if you can do that, you don't need a secret, because you will be making the progress. If this video was useful, then please subscribe down below. And if you are a skinny, inconsistent guy who doesn't really know what they're doing in the gym, I do have coaching down below, but obviously you don't have to click on that. Other than that, have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.